Hey guys, it's Lori. I'm not really giving an update today. What I'm vlogging about today is really a follow-up on a post that I saw on the Facebook page. I'm not going to go into a lot of details of the post. I'm not going to say who posted or anything like that. I mean, after all, it is a private Facebook page, so I'm not going to divulge a lot of the details here on YouTube. I'm snipping. Yeah, I'm kind of set up weird here in my bedroom with my phone because we don't have any cable or internet right now. Big storm last night, and as you might be able to tell by my hair, it's still like 50-mile-an-hour winds out there. But anyway, we don't have any cable or internet, so I can't record from my laptop. Anyway, yeah, question. How many last rounds have you done? I know, I've done 3. Well, 4 really, if you really want to get technical about it, because honestly, I've done 5 rounds, and I could have done 2, and been at the same exact weight that I am today. So, let me just say this: my third round, excuse me, my third round, I shouldn't even have done because that was just a round that I did. My husband had done 1 round and he wanted to do another round, so he wanted me to do it with him. Knowing what we know now, having a few more rounds under our belts and stuff like that, he would never ask me to do that again. It was just a big fat cheat round for me. My mind wasn't in it at all, so uh, I don't even count that third round. I mean, I do. I count it. It was round 3. So round 4 was kind of for me. It was kind of the fat buster round, you know. I don't ever name my rounds, so. But I was focused on getting my fat percent down in round 4. Then at the end of round 4, during my 72 hours, I binged. I cheated like crazy. I binged during my 72 hours. So therefore, I felt like I never stabilized well in between rounds 4 and 5. And that's kind of why I did round 5, because I wanted to stabilize. After round 4, I really struggled to stabilize, and I had to struggle to stay stable. Um, I had to struggle to stay at a weight I was happy with. So anyway, I did round 5, and round 5 was pop, totally pop. Felt super stable afterwards. I felt like I had a really good time, easy time, you know, fairly easy time stabilizing, and I feel like I did well. Okay, how do I maintain? Well, first of all, I'm no pro. I'm just here to tell you what I do. I could tell you everything I eat and say, this, you need to eat this, and this, but that doesn't work that way. I know what I need to eat to maintain, but that could be something totally different from what you need to eat to maintain. I know what things I can get away with. Could be totally different from things you can get away with. So, I mean, there's really not much point in me telling you a whole lot about my foods. I have told you what I eat and told you my foods. It's just kind of a guideline, you know, for things to try maybe, or see if they work for you or whatever. But as far as P3, how do you be successful in P3? I think the same way you're successful in P2. It's all about the mindset. It's all about the mindset. It's all about, you know, keeping yourself in control. Always being in control of you, of what you eat. You know, it's just the same as P2. You have to be in the mindset. If the mindset's not there, it's probably not going to work. I mean, that's just the way it goes. If you aren't in the mindset, the right mindset to do P2, like with me for my round 3, I just wasn't there mentally at all. And I cheated like crazy. It's the same way for P3. If you're just not there, it's not going to work out. I mean, you just have to have the mindset, just like you do in P2. P4 in life maintenance is just like P3. First of all, you have to have the mindset. You know, you have to have the mindset that you're going to change your lifestyle, and you have to actually change it. When I say it's just like P3, in P3 you add things in slowly, a little bit at a time, one thing at a time, see if it works for you. You know, for me, I have to weigh every day. If I don't weigh every day, I don't know if it's working for me or not. How do I know? I mean, I can't just go by the way my clothes fit, because by the time my clothes get tight, I'm already gaining too much weight. I'm not stable, you know? But anyway, I need to weigh every day. So if you don't weigh every day and you maintain, then more power to you, because I don't know how you do it. But, I mean, I can see after a while, yeah. But I'm not saying you have to weigh every day for the rest of your life, no. But for me, I need to weigh every day to see. Like, if I try something new, I need to know where I stand on the scale in order, as far as the number on the scale, in order to know whether or not something affects me. So that's the reason I weigh every day. Plus, I kind of like my numbers, you know. So anyway, just plan on alternatives being part of your lifestyle. Plan on, you know, coconut flour and psyllium husk powder and, you know, almond flour. And I mean, I can't even think right now to think of all the different alternatives that we have. You know, instead of getting a jar of Jif peanut butter, you get a jar of Smucker's All Natural or whatever you get from Trader Joe's. I don't have a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods or anything, so I go with that one. But I'm just saying, you know, there's just so many alternatives that you can choose from. And coconut flour is a huge one for me. I use that instead of, you know, regular flour all the time. And, you know, your artificial sweeteners or your, you know, maybe not artificial, natural sweeteners, whatever. Find which one works for you. What works for you? Um, as far as figuring out what works for you, it's just like P3. You know, you're doing well. You're stable. You know, you're past your 21-day stabilization period. You let's say you've been on P4 for 3 or 4 months. You want to find out if you can have a burger and fries. Well, maybe and I'm taking this from a vlog I saw of Colin's, but I'm on my phone, so I really don't know how to add the link at the bottom or anything from my phone. So, but say you want a burger and fries. Well, go out and have just a burger to start with. Just the burger with a regular bun and everything, and see how you do with that. And the next time you go out, have the burger and the fries and see what happens. You know, maybe it'll work for you to have just the burger with the bun, but not when you add the fries. Maybe it'll work for you to have just the fries, but not the burger with the bun. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a combination of different things. You just kind of got to figure it out. And, like, you know, I'm not saying you can't ever have indulgences, because you can. I have birthday cake and ice cream. I have Chinese food. I eat potato chips. I eat whatever. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I eat potatoes. I do. I eat red potatoes, but I mean, I eat things like that. But if I have, let's say Saturday night, John says, let's order Chinese. I might say, how about not tonight, because I actually had pancakes earlier. You know, I mean, you just have to think about it that way. You can't indulge for 2 or 3 days in a row and expect us to be able to correct it by eating clean the next week, because it's probably not going to work. I mean, you're looking at some correction days. And, like, if I do eat Chinese, I know, for a fact, I know that Chinese makes me, excuse me, makes the scale shoot up, and I always overeat it. I know I'm going to do that. So if we order Chinese, I just know that the next week I'm doing at least one correction day. Probably like a steak day, and then I'll probably do modified protein days for 2 or 3 days, something like that. But, you know, I just aim to have it off by the end of the next week, so that when the weekend rolls around again, if I want to have cake and ice cream at a birthday party or whatever, you know, I can. And I just might have to correct again. But, you know, and I don't always have to correct. Sometimes it just comes right back off by itself. I don't have to correct. If I eat Chinese on Saturday and I want to correct the next week, I don't necessarily correct right away on Monday. You know, I might give it till Wednesday and see if what happens on Monday and Tuesday. Maybe it'll come off by itself. But I've been doing it long enough now. I've done it enough times, I guess, to know that when I eat, I'm just using it as an example, but that is true for me. If I eat Chinese, it's not going to come off by itself. Some of it will, because some of it's just from the sodium. But I'm going to have to do a correction day, and I know that, and I know why. It's because I overeat it. If I eat something that I know makes me gain, if I eat it when I'm actually hungry, and if I eat it in moderation, I'm fine. So I know what I'm doing. I can tell how my body feels. I can tell if I'm eating something I shouldn't be, or if I'm eating too much of it. I know. So, I mean, I guess that's just I'm just trying to tell you how I'm sorry about this being so wiggly, but this is how I maintain. And if this is going to be my lifestyle for the rest of my life, I'm okay with it. So, I mean, I did a vlog a while back that I don't know what round it was, between 3 and 4, or maybe it was between 4 and 5, I don't remember, saying that I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with doing correction days. I'm not okay. I'm not okay with not ever eating this and that and the other thing. Well, I don't know. I guess I was going through some weird hormonal thing or something, but I am okay with it. I'm grateful to have correction days to fall back on, you know? Will I ever do another round? Maybe. I don't know. Right now, I have absolutely no intentions of it, but maybe in the spring I'll want to have that light feeling again and get that P2 skinny going for summer. Who knows? Maybe I will. I'm not going to count it out. I'm going to say this. If I do, I'm not going to be ashamed of it. I'm not going to be ashamed of it at all. I'm like I said, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have HCG in my life. I'm grateful to have correction days in my life, and I'm grateful to have this community in my life. I'm totally grateful for it. And okay, sorry guys, I got interrupted by a phone call, but I do have to go pick up my boys from basketball practice. So I'm going to cut this short. I think I've said everything I want to say anyway, but just want to say see ya.